Hey everybody, I'm Ellen here at etrailer.com, and we're taking a quick look at the ammo box with water resistant lid. This is going to be a pretty easy way to keep your stuff together and keep it from getting wet, especially if you are going to be using this as a tackle box or maybe a toolbox or an ammo box if you want to, or really anything else. So as long as you don't have it completely submerged underwater for a long amount of time, it should do a pretty good job of keeping out anything from getting in there. Now, one thing that I do like about it is that the lid does hold really tight. This cam lever does come over and hold it really well, but something I'm not a big fan of is the handle. So I'm going to show you kind of how this box works and the pros and cons there. So as I mentioned, the cam lever holds really tight. It's kind of a little tricky to open, but that's actually not a bad thing because that means that it's pushing really well into that lid. There's a little rubber grommet going around the perimeter there. So as it's pushing into this, this is what's providing that water protection. The more it pushes into that, the more it keeps a barrier from water getting into the box itself. So I do like that. And I also like that it does have a little hole for a padlock to go in there. So if you wanted to pick up something like the part number you see on the screen, you just need a padlock that has a 1/4 inch diameter shackle bolt. So that's what this guy is. You can just kind of put that through, push it into itself, and now your stuff is locked. This does come separately. It does not come with it. So again, you have to use that part number that you see on the screen if you're interested in that. As far as the handle though, again, I'm not a big fan of it just because as we were kind of playing around with it here, we noticed that it's pretty easy for that to come free if you're kind of shaking it around. Now it pops right back in place, and if you're just kind of swinging it normally, it doesn't want to come free, but as soon as you start to get a little bit more aggressive with it, it does pop off. So that's kind of not the greatest in my opinion as far as that goes. As far as measurements, I'll give you a couple here just for reference. So outside edge to outside edge, it's about 11.5 inches by about 5 inches, maybe 5 1/4, and then about 7 1/8 inch tall. Inside really does hold on tight there. We've got about, get my tape measure in here. Got about 9.5 inches by about 4, maybe 4 1/8, and then the total depth is about 6 inches. So I hope that gives you an idea of the space and the size that you can expect. All in all, I'd say it should do an okay job for you. That handle is kind of a bummer to me just because I'm not really sure what you could do about it other than try to put something to sort of block that off, but that's just kind of the way it is. So I hope that this has been helpful in deciding if this is the right toolbox for you. We do have a lot of other accessories, parts, and toolboxes here at etrailer.com, so be sure to check them out, and thanks for watching.